Stuff. Let's make our first route. So inside app.js, we want to make a route. We better import something. Again, I'm going to get rid of the semicolons that they put in just for consistency's sake. So let's import route from React Router DOM. And route is a component we can use. We're going to have several of those. We're going to have one for GitHub. We're going to have one for NASA. We're going to have one for the homework. So what do you do in JavaScript if you have several conditions you want to check and you just want to do one of them? Switch. Well, guess what? There's a switch component in React Router. How about that? So down here, inside our component, I'm going to use that switch component. And inside there, I'm going to put one or more routes. So let's put a route. We give it a path, like /GitHub. And what did we learn you could do? We could say component equals something, but we don't have a component for it yet. So we could also pass in a render method. And it would just render that. So put a little arrow function in here that just returns some JSX. GitHub. Now I have a switch, so I need a default case. So if it doesn't match this, I'll put another route. And this time I don't put a path at all, because this is just the default. If it fails to match any of the previous items in the switch, just do this one. So I will just say render, pass in an arrow function as my render function, and let's just put a paragraph in there. To get started, click one of the links above. And they should be parentheses. What do I expect to see when I flip over to my browser now? Which one do you expect to see? The second one. I didn't go to /GitHub yet, so to get started, click one of the links above. There it is. Now if I change the URL manually to /GitHub, sure enough, it works. But it'd be nice to have a link to get there, wouldn't it? We can do that. Remember link and NavLink? Which one do you think we want? NavLink, because it makes them active. So yeah, let's import route, switch, and NavLink, that is camel cased, from React Router DOM. And before my switch, I'm going to add a UL with a class name of NavLinks. I'll add an LI with a NavLink in it. It'll say GitHub API. And then NavLink, instead of href, we give it a prop 2. So it'll go to /GitHub. It's just like a normal link. And let's see about that. To get started, click on one of the links above, click it, and I'm on the GitHub thing now. URL changed, and so did the component. And I have my back button. like you would expect. So it really does change the browser's history. Just like magic. But it's not magic. We did it. Because we're very special. I'm just going to paste in a tiny bit of CSS and then we'll take our break. Style the nav links. Now in the version I'm pasting from, I called it nav links with not camel cased. So I'm going to fix that. There you go. So NavLinks LI. Here's the NavLinks itself. So this is the UL. I'm going to say list style none, so no bullets. Padding left, none. And then each LI display as an inline block. That will make them take up a certain amount of width. They can have padding and margin and so on, but they will be side by side instead of stacked one on top of each other. Give them no top and bottom padding, but a little bit of left and right padding. Then I will style the links that are inside that are inside the UL. Give them a color, no underline, set the font size, and then if they have a class of active, which they will sometimes because of NavLink, I'll make them orange. And then if you hover over them while they're active, they'll turn yellow. If you hover over them while they're not active, they'll turn blue. A different shade of blue. So, not active right now. Go to the GitHub page, and now it's orange. Hit back, not orange anymore. So if we look at this, if we inspect it, we'll see it ends up on the page as just an A, an ahref. That's what NavLink puts there, but it has a class of active. And when I go back, it does not. All right. Add NavLink and route for GitHub.